The RS is quite a special bike for him. But this one being the first he ever got, I think he speaks about this the most passionately. Also probably because he used this one the most.
Yeah. I mean, they've all, I think, got different connections to him. I mean, even the R50, because it was the bike which belonged to the person he saw as his guru.
Yeah,
So he's got that.
Absolute.
That,
and they're very close friends.
Yeah.
Lovely person.
This is what sort of actually drew me to these bikes as well. You know, hearing, I mean, not to this level of detail, but I'd heard some stories about, you know, each bike has a story, how it came, and then obviously Yazdi himself. Special, very special.
Well, with Yazdi, it was pure passion. I mean, he lived, slept, and dreamt these three bikes. I mean, every day, day in, day out.
Yeah.
And his dream was that he and his sons would ride. He's got 2 sons.
Yeah.
And the 3 of them would go riding.
Right.
But of course, as they grew up, their careers took priority and never really happened because they were never able to fix all 3 together. So that's something that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But they're all so passionate about these 3 bikes. I mean, they're so keen to come and see them when they're done.
Yeah. No.
One son lives in Australia, but he did say that he'd fly down, to be here.
Right.
So that would be nice.
No, so we'll definitely do that. I think once we have them restored, maybe we do a little unveiling for the family.
Yeah.
And
call Feroz also.
Yeah, so that they're all there, at the same time. I think that would be quite a special
occasion
moment.
Yeah.
So again, 3 rare bikes for India.
Yeah.
And well thought of bikes globally as well, classic bikes. But again, what really sets them apart, again, for me, when I look at cars and stuff, is obviously the history.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the story behind this is just. I mean, it just adds so much value.
They all come with a lot of positive. Stories.
Positive stories.
A lot of happiness.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely see that, and therefore, it's like, it's just. I mean, I like I said, I've been through the bike phase. I'm not going to go back to that again. But I think this is not. It's not about the bikes actually. The more I sort of introspect about them, it's more about the story about what happened, and also to sort of take responsibility that we should be the right custodians for this going forward, and do right for them. So that's great. And now obviously comes the most tricky and the most difficult part for us, which is, what do we do with them and the restoration process. So the things that we need to consider as well is, number one, who do we trust with, the restoration for this? Because obviously, we had a discussion also about what is the quality of restoration that we want.
Yeah.
And somewhere we're thinking, no, we should get them, they should be rideable. But then I've come to the conclusion that I want them to be restored to the highest level.
Right.
Sort of almost like a Concours type restoration. So that's what I'm after, and I would like to do it for all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because they all 3 deserve it, I feel. Again, to choose the right person to trust this project with is one part. The second thing that we have been spending time in discussing is the color.
Yeah.
While they are in this color, and normally black is the most common color.
The most common original paint, yeah.
But these, I think BMW came with a sort of a blue, or there's a variation of a blue, white, red, black.
Yeah.
There were a few of these colors.
Yeah.
So I would like to try and see if we can give all 3 a different shade, and then, put them together with, it works together for the bikes and for the collection as well.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a bit of a tricky job, because again, speaking and taking people's opinions is maybe the wrong thing to do, because you get so many
opinions.
so many opinions that one sort of does get.
What I heard was BMW used to send the black and white, I think, to the dealers,
Right.
with the permission to the dealers to then change the colors and do whatever the customer wanted.
So then that opens up the space.
Then that
Say
opens up.
it could be this green also, for example. There isn't like a fixed
There isn't.
company color.
There could be original sold brand new
Right.
in different colors.
No, so that's what we have to do now. We have been discussing, and we have shortlisted. I think we have decided that 2 bikes are definitely going to people.
It was a tough. It was. I mean, we've spent a lot of time back and forth actually with both of them.
Yeah.
Trying to understand their strengths and their
Right. Because again, we want them to
capability.
be done right, and we want them to be done in a proper time frame. The budget is something we need to freeze, and we want it all to be done in the right budget.
Yeah.
Then the other variant that we've got is, obviously we are sitting on so many spare parts.
Yeah.
Right. Now, obviously we would like those to be used as much as possible, because again, that helps us with the cost of doing the restoration, and we have those.
Yeah.
So again, how we go through that process of saying that these are the bikes, what are the list of parts that we need to put on the bikes?
Yeah.
Then how much of that can be taken from our inventory, so that there's no fresh money that goes in?
That's right.
And then what are the parts that we possibly
We absolutely need.
and have to
I
import
think,
or whatever?
I was worried about the rubber parts, but they seem to be in fairly good condition, and I think 80% of them could easily be used apart.
Right.
The rest of it is, of course, some of these parts are brand new.
Yeah.
Never been used. The cylinder head,
Yeah.
the crankshaft covers.
Yeah.
They're spare tanks.
Spare tanks.
So-
But these have come with some special tanks as well, right? I forget the name.
I forget the names myself.
But they have some special name. Some of them are in a bit of a state. I think that one is in a bit of a state, but I think who we're speaking to is confident of doing the restoration. So I think we've decided that this one we are going to be doing with
R69 with the sidecar will go to Sherry and Percy Bhatena
in Pune.
in Pune.
Right. So that's going to go there. And we're also going to work closely, I think, with Irfan for this one, is as far as the paint
Yes, for the body work.
and the bodywork is concerned. They will focus more on the
Mechanicals and all the systems,
side of things.
which they're good at.
Yeah.
When I went and visited their workshop, they had one similar BMW with them under it, and they could see that they knew what they were doing.
And I mean, they're veterans and very well known and thought of in this space. Plus, I'm so close to Percy that, I mean, I have all the confidence and faith that, he's going to, they're going to go beyond to help us with this.
Yeah.
And this one, the R69S, we have discussed, I think we're planning to give it to Purazar. So, again, I think the real reason to give it to Purazar is his passion.
Pure passion.
I mean,
he's so excited about this bike.
His passion.
And it comes through so much whenever we've met him and talked to him.
Yeah,
He loves this bike.
He's like an encyclopedia as well.
Absolutely.
So he's like, he knows so much. I think he just lives and breathes that.
I haven't come across anyone who knows so much about these BMW bikes. It's quite a lot.
And his own bike, he's got many bikes, but I think the R50, which I've seen, and she even won a prize at the Oberoi
Concourse.
Therefore, I mean, it's done to such a high standard.
Yeah.
And the best part of that bike again is the mechanicals. Like when you put on the engine, the way she just
Starts
takes over. Yeah. And I remember even at the concourse, I think the person who was sort of comparing the thing, Simon Kittenson, and him describing the bike as the engine as something like a fine Swiss watch. It was ticking away as that, and it was a very apt analogy of that. Very special bike, and therefore there's a lot of trust that, someone with that level of passion.
Yeah, I'm confident he'll do a fabulous job.
Yeah.
Fabulous job on it.
So I'm excited.
Forward to.
And then we will take a call as well on the R50 through the process. Most probably it will be one of the two in any case. We're going to try and keep it in-house as far as that is concerned. Now that we've done this episode as well, for which we were waiting, that let's try and document. The idea was to also document some of these facts
before they go out.
And then we also have a before and after comparison of what we are able to achieve going forward. So great. So thank you very much.
Most welcome.
Feroz, thank you for your time.
It's been a wonderful journey so far.
You've helped me out a lot. Number one, obviously, putting me in touch with Yazdi and, helping us get through the deal is obviously one. But then obviously when we were overwhelmed by all the spare parts that arrived with the bikes, you and your team were, very kind. We spent 4 or 5 days.
4 or 5 days,
in this garage where we sort of laid out all the spares. We would sort of
cataloged everything. We've wrapped everything, marked everything.
Yeah.
And we've put them into boxes with body parts, engine parts, everything segregated, electricals and rubbers.
So the idea is to, then make that process the next step of where the parts is, what goes with the bike.
It's easier to find, easier to requisition out to the people who are going to restore them.
Right. Yeah. Great. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So thank you guys for watching. There wasn't much riding or driving in this episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed listening to the story about these amazing bikes and the amazing previous owners that, enjoyed them. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next episode.